Hi, this is my video for my persuasive speech, and this is my flashcard front and back. And these are my audience. Can someone say something just to know that you guys are there?
Good afternoon.
Hello. So I will now begin my speech. Only we humans make waste that nature can't digest. These words were spoken by the architect Charles Morgan. Words convey so much meaning, since they basically relate to the fact that humans are slowly but surely destroying the planet. So, plastic pollution has been one of the greatest issues on our planet for a long time. Us, as the most intelligent species on Earth, have started the problem, and it's time for us to take action for helping our planet. So, in this speech today, I will talk about three main points. One, how is water pollution affecting marine life? How is water pollution affecting humans? And what are some solutions to this issue? I'm gonna start through covering our first point. So plastic pollution mostly accumulates in oceans, rivers, and other types of bodies of water. Its effects do not only reflect on the contaminated water, but it also reflects on the marine life. According to the International Union for Conservation, marine wildlife such as seabirds, whales, fish, and turtles mistake plastic for prey. Most then die from starvation, and as their stomachs get filled with plastic. This only comes to show that the problem that we have caused is now affecting innocent animals who go along their day trying to eat their meal and end up stumbling upon their cause of death. So an article titled Center of Biological Diversity was posted on 2023, and it basically says that thousands of animals from small fishes to blue whales die grisly deaths as they get caught in plastic and as they eat plastic. They also say that fish in the North Pacific ingest from 12,000 to 24,000 tons of plastic each year. These will only cause internal injuries and death. So this is one of the reasons why our planet is suffering and losing many of the diversity on our oceans. Many animals are going extinct. For example, the blue whale and the sea turtles, whose population has been reduced due through contamination. So it's important to understand that each year a lot of fish are dying, and as fish are dying, more plastic is accumulating in our oceans. So this is not the only problem, since this problem will only lead us to a bigger problem, which is that fish who eat plastic are very likely to get this plastic into their system, which is now transmitted to the next living thing that consumes the fish. This is going to take us to our second point. So after many years of contamination, the problem seems to have circled back into affecting humans. According to the 2022 article titled Effects of Microplastic on Fish and Human Health, says that the presence of microplastic in seafood poses a major hazard to human health. Seafood is an essential part of the human diet, and microplastics contamination on the digestive system has the potential to spread to other regions of the body. So what this basically means that I know many of you are familiar with microplastics, but for those who are not familiar with them, let me explain to you what they are. They're basically plastic that goes into the ocean, and over the past of the years, this plastic, due to waves and the sunlight, plastic breaks down into small particles that are easily consumed by fish, fish which will then end in our plate. So according to New Medical Life Science, stated that in July 29, 2021, the significant threat to human health as microplastics have been linked with cancer, reduced fertility, psychological illness, and birth defects. So we eat fish that when we eat fish that is contaminated by microplastics, this plastics becomes part of our system, and as stated by the article, it can cause many health. It can affect negatively our health. So let me ask you a question. What do you usually think of when I speak of microplastics? So you probably think of something like this, or something like this, or probably this. No, this is not what microplastics look like. This is the real problem, the real plastic pollution. It's in our rivers and in our oceans. And these images are a little bit disturbing, but please don't look away. It's important for you to realize what it's causing. It's killing animals, and it's also forming part of our daily meals. Let's move on to our third point. For the reasons that I have already mentioned, it is important to recycle and to find alternative ways to our daily use of plastic. So in the article title, Why is Recycling Important? They mentioned that plastics are a versatile material and by recycling, you would help the environment a lot on reducing the emission to on reducing the emission of gases, the consumption of energy, as well as other types of pollutions. So what we learned from this article is that recycling does not only help on the reduction of plastics on oceans, but it also helps by reducing energy, by reducing the use of energy as we create these plastics. It also helps us to save raw materials, and it also helps us on preventing other types of pollution, such as air pollution, earth pollution, and many others. So ABC News reported in October of 2022 that by 2025, California will become the first state in the country to ban single-use bags in grocery stores. This is a very important topic since I personally have experienced that every time I go grocery shopping, I go into the store and then come out with about 7 bags of the single bags that they give out for vegetables and fruits. So I know that these bags will only contribute to the problem of plastic pollution, and these bags will end in the ocean someday. So I believe that more laws like this should be implemented, not just in California, but all the way across the country. So also, small changes, we have to understand that small changes can make a difference, whether the changes come from a single person or a whole state. So as we are getting closer to concluding our speech, let's review what we learned so far. We know that plastic pollution affects our oceans and affects marine life, but apart from that, it's also affecting our health. And what's even more, we have to stand up and help the cause on reducing plastic pollution, either by recycling or by finding other ways in which we can reduce our daily plastic used. So plastic pollution, as we speak right now, as I speak and stand here right now, plastic pollution continues to be one of the greatest issues in the planet. So let's not allow our planets to become more plastic than there is fish. Thank you. I will now stop my recording. I just want to state that while recording my video, I forgot to present my audience and show my flashcard before the I started my speech, so I went back and recorded that part.